Welcome to day 12 of the Self Love Challenge series on Wife Teacher Mommy, the podcast. Today, we are going to tie everything you've been learning together and create your self love affirmation. You've got this. Let's go. Welcome to the Self Love Challenge series on Wife Teacher Mommy, the podcast. I'm your host, Kelsey Sorensen, a former teacher, current homeschool mom, and certified life coach. Whether you teach in a traditional classroom or from your kitchen table, I'm here to help you not only survive, but thrive as an educator. Let's go on a self-love journey over these next 14 days so you can pour some of that same love you give to your kids, your families, your communities, to somebody who deserves it just as much, yourself. To get started with the free self-love challenge, I recommend starting from the first episode and listening through each day. But to get the full challenge experience, go to wifeteachermommy.com/self-love-challenge to register for free to get the scorecard to track your progress, a daily email with the link to your audio coaching lesson, and your journal prompt. It is free, and registering will get you more support with the challenge. Now let's get to today's coaching lesson.
Being a part of the Wife Teacher Mommy Club has really helped me, especially with the coaching aspect, because I've learned to let go of things, certain expectations that I had of myself that I just didn't need to have. Just learning how to let go of things it's simplified this year so much.
So I have been a member for only a short time, but I've already gotten to be coached, and it's wonderful. They walk you through how to do the model yourself, but then they can also walk you through any specific issue, whether it's about teaching or your family or whatever. And just the clarity that you get from those calls and the compassion of not only the coaches, but everyone else in the call with you. We're all cheering each other on in the comments, and you can learn so much from your own coaching and from everyone else's. And it's just such a wonderful community to be a part of. If you've been looking for that sense of community and practical help, and coaching it's wonderful.
It is day 12, my friend, only 2 more days, and you will have completed this challenge. Can you believe it? This challenge has flown by, and yet at the same time, it might feel crazy that it's only been 12 days if you've been putting these lessons and these journal prompts into action. You've probably seen so many shifts in such a short period of time. I hope you're taking the time to actually notice how far you've come. And those shifts, they might be subtle, they might be small, but if you look, they are there. It's incredible. Okay, so today we are going to create your self-love affirmation. We're tying everything we've been going over these last 12 days so far together. We've created new beliefs. We're starting to feel better about ourselves. We're taking actions to take care of ourselves and continuing to make decisions and that lead to more self-love and overall feelings of love for everybody. So we're starting to see how it impacts all your relationships and your whole life when you take these moments, when you take the time to love yourself. We remember that our circumstances aren't what create our feelings. It is our thoughts that create our feelings, drive our actions, and our results. So as we shift the way we're thinking about ourselves and the way we think about self-love and our relationships with ourselves and others, we're going to see those changes. Now, we want to make sure as we do shift those, that our thoughts, what we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of those thoughts together, and we're going to take thoughts that remind us of our thoughts, feelings, actions, and results. So technically they're all thoughts. They're things we're going to be telling ourselves, but some might be about our thoughts, some might be about our feelings, our actions, and results. Now, as we put this affirmation together, we want to make sure that the thoughts in our affirmation are believable to you. This is a very important part of this. I'm going to give some ideas of thoughts to help get you started. You can pull some of mine if you want. It'll help you start not from nothing and then make it your own. And there might be some that I say, you're like, yeah, that doesn't resonate with me. Don't use it then. Thoughts are kind of like trying on different articles of clothing. Like, does this thought work for me? It might work for me. It might not work for you. So also know as I go along this, I might say the words affirmation. I might say the word mantra. I mean the same thing when I say it, just that you're putting together words that you believe in that will help you make you feel how you want to feel about yourself, take actions of self-love, and giving you the result of a positive relationship both yourself and others. You might want to consider including thoughts about yourself, feelings you want to feel, actions you want to take, and the results you want to see in your mantra. This way of putting together all the tools we've learned for the challenge, as well as things you've learned about yourself through this process. So to help you get started, here are some ideas of things that could be part of your affirmation that tie into the concepts that I've been teaching you all throughout this challenge. So here are some thoughts that kind of tie into your thoughts. You could think, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. I am doing my best each and every day. I am an incredible teacher. I remember my inner child. I show compassion when things get hard. I worry about what I think of me, not what others think of me. My body allows me to do incredible things. I love my body. My body is an instrument, not an ornament. From Lexi and Lindsay from day 3 of the challenge, or was it day 4? I think it was day 3. And I am a student studying myself. Remember that observation that we are doing. Some other thoughts that could tie into making sure you're tapping into your feelings. You could add to your mantra, I feel my feelings instead of avoiding them, resisting, or reacting to them. I feel love for myself and everyone and everything around me. I feel curious about my thoughts and feelings that I have. I observe my thoughts and feelings. I have compassion for my thoughts and feelings. Some other things you can consider adding that kind of tie into the actions of your mantra. I teach with love. I create and honor healthy boundaries. I leave white space in my schedule. I create time for what I love. I honor my values. I observe myself like a student teacher. If I wouldn't say it to anyone else, I don't say it to myself. See how these are things that we're reminding ourselves of the things that we do or that we don't do anymore. And our results. I live a joy-filled life. I live a love-filled life. I love myself and others unconditionally. I am living my best life. I am a teacher and I'm still me too. I am cultivating a stronger mind-body connection. I am always learning and growing. See how these types of thoughts are ones, this is what I'm getting. All of this is leading me to this path. So again, well, these are just some ideas to kind of get you started. But what I want you to do is start a brain dump and write down. And again, brain dump, thought download, I use both interchangeably there. But really what I mean is just write down as many ideas as you can of what you might include in your personal self-love affirmation. Now, don't overthink it. Just write it all down. Everything you can think of. This is like your rough draft. And then look through it and pick your favorites. Use your creativity to put it all together. It can be as short or as long as you want it to be. And you can always go back and edit and change your self-affirmation later if something else starts to resonate differently. And again, like something might become more second nature and you realize, you know what, I want to work on this. I want to work on honoring this boundary or doing this thing. And you can change it over time. Just like I talked about recently in our vision board challenge, it's a living document. Your self-love affirmation can be that as well. And then once you've created it, the current final version, but again, it can always be a draft because you can always come back to it. I want you to read the mantra, the self-love affirmation out loud. Read it out loud for the first time. Really feel it. Say it like you mean it. Breathe it in and read it slowly. Like really, really savor the moment of reading the self-love affirmation for the first time. You could even record yourself reading and then play it back to you and hear your own voice say these things can be so powerful. Then I want you to also put it where you can see it. So either write it down or print it out, take a screenshot and save it to your phone background, put it by your bathroom mirror where you'll see it each day while you're getting ready. Add reading over your mantra to your morning or your evening routine that we talked about previously on day 8. If you did our vision board challenge, that wasn't part of this challenge, but if you participated in that, or if you would like to, if you're interested in a vision board, go to wifeteachermommy.com/vision board challenge. But your self-love affirmation is a great thing to put up on that vision board too. I want you to really take the time to think about this, to really do this journal practice today. I don't want you to skip it. I want you to come up with everything you can think of for your self-love affirmation. Put it together. Make this really meaningful to you. Now, if you are a member of Wife Teacher Mommy Club, or if you upgraded to the VIP self-love challenge when you registered, make sure you also get out your PDF journal, as we included a full page, like all the thoughts that I just shared, and our team added some more as well. So you have a starting point. You can be, I want to pull that one. I want to pull that one. but also make sure to make it your own. This is your self-love affirmation, and you can put it together in the order, in the way that it suits you, add in your own stuff. It's going to be great. And everybody who registered, again, registering for the challenge, just the general self-love challenge is free. If you aren't registered, make sure to go to wifeteachermommy.com/self-love challenge. You will get the journal prompt in your email, but I'm also going to read it to you out loud right now. So the first thing I want you to do is brainstorm a list of thoughts you could include in your self-love affirmation. Again, we're not self-editing, writing down everything you can think of. It's your rough draft. Refer to your past journal entries that you've done over the past 11 days leading up to today, and you might get some ideas of other things to include that are even more personal to you. Next, using that list you created, use your creativity to put together your self-love affirmation. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It can be one sentence that encapsulates everything. It can be a paragraph with multiple thoughts. It could be multiple pages if you want. I would recommend it include thoughts, feelings, actions that you would like to capture. And once you've created your affirmation, be sure to keep it in your journal and also put it somewhere where you will see it regularly. When you are done, once you've created your self-love affirmation, I would love for you to head over to the free Wife Teacher Mommies Unite group and share your self-love affirmation. Posting it in the group will sharing your self-love affirmation is an act of love for you because you are really putting it out there. You're saying these things, you're putting it out like, hey, these are the things that I believe about myself. And it helps others because you'll get to see each other's self-love affirmation. It's going to really create a feeling of love and community in the group. The Wife Teacher Mommies Unite Facebook group is free. I would love to see you post your self-love affirmation in there. Just post it and say, hey, I did day 12 of the self-love challenge on Wife Teacher Mommy, the podcast. This is my affirmation. I'd love to see yours. Go ahead and share that in the group. And then you'll also get to see what others put together. It's going to be a great way to share and learn from each other. So I hope to see you in the group. And then I'll be back here tomorrow to talk a little bit. And then we'll be back here tomorrow. Just 2 days left. Amazing. You are incredible. I hope you're feeling all the love today. See you tomorrow. Thank you for participating in our self-love challenge. For the complete challenge experience, make sure to go to wifeteachermommy.com/self-love challenge to get the scorecard and a daily email with each of the journal prompts for free. And if you're enjoying this challenge, please consider sharing the love by sharing that same link, wifeteachermommy.com/self-love challenge, with a teacher friend or a homeschool friend or all of the people you know who might be interested in this free resource. We have a mission to help as many educators as possible, whether they teach children in a classroom or in their living rooms, to not only survive as an educator, but to thrive in teaching and life. This challenge has been brought to you by Wife Teacher Mommy Club, my signature coaching program created especially for teachers and homeschool parents. Inside the club, you can join us for weekly live life coaching with me and fellow club coaches, VIP access to our summer and winter Educate and Rejuvenate conferences, a library of resources to save you time, and even a private podcast feed where you'll get to listen to every single coaching call we've ever done, all the Educate and Rejuvenate sessions, and so much more. If you love this challenge, why not spend just a few minutes checking it out and seeing if it's right for you? It may just be the ultimate gift of self-love that you could give yourself, because it'll help you take what you've learned in this challenge from the 2x level to the 10x level. So go to wifeteachermommy.com/club to learn more. I would love to see you there, but either way, I will keep seeing you right here on Wife Teacher Mommy, the podcast.